60 seconds.
Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play You Don't Know Jack Television. Television. Everyone loves television. Except me by now. Anyway, let's go.
Easy. I mean, there ain't nothing gonna take care of that except some electrolysis.
Chop, Raoul. Can we have some names?
I'm on my way.
I can see the host out there with him.
My name is Raoul. Let's get moving here. How many people do we have playing? Go. Playing alone, huh? Well, who says you can't have fun by yourself, huh? Who says that? Probably people with friends, I imagine. Well, go ahead and type in your name there.
Well, they called me and they wanted to make a movie about it, but
nope,
I said,
don't want to type in my name.
Not me.
Hey, see if they can pick up.
Look, I don't care what you type in. Use the nickname they gave you in prison, for Pete's sake. Just type something in.
But I wasn't in
from the
prison.
darkness into the light.
Looks like you've got a new name. Plunger.
You're a thespian, huh?
That'll work.
Thespian?
Oh, and do you want a 7-question game or a 21-question game?
I like how you're optimistic about me answering
All right,
that
got it.
one.
No problem.
30 seconds.
You have the letter B as your buzzer. That's B as in Bridges of Madison County.
20 seconds.
Just keep screwing black lights in all seconds. I'll keep taking them out.
That's 20. Let's go.
Ooh, 20 seconds. All right, listen, this is easy as pie. Pie the food, not the number. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. All right?
10 seconds.
Good
9,
luck.
8,
Can't
7,
And
6,
get rid of the death
5,
trap. Okay, go to black.
3.
When man's best friend gets a little too friendly.
And I also have a cat that wants my attention now. To the point she's attacking my answering hand. You're gonna have to pick something else to do, cat. That's my foot. That's not what I meant.
Hello there, this is You Don't Know Jack TV. I'm Schmitty, and you are playing by yourself. Nothing to be ashamed of, everybody does it. You're all by yourself today, don't worry about it. You imagine me right there next to you, mocking you. Okay, let's rock.
I don't want to imagine you at all.
All right, I need a category.
Okay.
And now climbing up the charts all the way to number 1.
For your viewing pleasure, it's a gun in my pocket. Now hand over the wallet. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Put it in gear, because here we go. Say you mug Darian from Time Tracks and steal his wallet. What will most likely happen when you try to use his credit card? The card will tell the clerk it's stolen. You will be electrocuted. You won't appear on the surveillance camera, or your lifespan will be debited.
I can't remember if he had electrocuted or debit. I can't remember anything.
This concludes our programming day.
Nope.
Does this ring a bell? Darian has a handy little computer called Selma. It looks like a credit card, and it talks. I'm telling you, you should have heard it scream when the clerk decided to cut it in half. All right, pick a category.
As seen on TV.
For your enjoyment, as seen on TV. How does $2,000 sound? All right, call me what you will, but I saw this infomercial for a product I have got to have. It's this thing that you, maybe you know the one. Buzz in and start typing when you got it. I remember the guy saying that it slices. Yeah, that's right, it slices, but it does more than that. It dices. What I really love about the thing is I can make julienne fries.
How do you
It's like
spell
an automatic
that?
vegetable slicer. What is... Make me proud, type in your answer. Cuisinart? Whoa, that's smart. Too bad you didn't.
At least
type
you knew what
this.
it was.
It
Vegematic.
slices, it dices, it's the Vegematic. I gotta have one to put right next to my pocket fisherman. Category, please.
Been a long time since I've seen that commercial.
We're losing him down there.
Obviously.
3. Never mind.
Well, what do we have here? Yabba Dabba Kazoo! Get this one right, you get $1,000. Here's the question. If you wanted to play the Flintstones theme song on a kazoo, but played it with a gazoo instead, what would you be doing? Tooting on Wilma's hair bone, pulling an old bird's tail, humming into a vacuum hose, or blowing on a space alien?
I'm not sure he'd appreciate it either.
The Great Gazoo is an alien friend, a Fred and Barney's. He's got the helmet and the little antennas. Yeah.
Cut it out, dum-dum.
Give me a category.
Kids are born naked.
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
All right, give it up for Kids Are Born Naked. Let them see nudity. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Ah, these blasted TV rating systems. It's ruining all the good explicit programs for our youngsters today. I mean, 20 years ago, kids could see anything on TV. Which of these explicitly titled TV specials is an actual program which aired on national TV? The Flintstones, alcohol and drugs. The Muppet Show, sex and violence. Romper Room, cigarettes and tobacco. Or Barney and Friends, death and destruction.
I'm gonna say, just because I remember the old Winston commercial.
Well, if you consider vitamins drugs, nah, forget it. You'd still be wrong. The correct answer is... One of the 2 pilots for The Muppet Show was called The Muppet Show, Sex and Violence. It was on ABC in 1975. Strangely enough, that same week there was an episode of Starsky and Hutch called Milk and Snuggly Baby Rabbits. Throw me a category.
You know, I'm dubious. Oh.
Well, I hope you're all rested up because you're about to take on a Dis or Dat.
Gotta make up some money somewhere.
The category for this Dis or Dat question is, she ain't heavy, she's my sister. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 items, and for each one, I want you to tell me if the item applies to Marsha Brady, Jan Brady, or both.
I have no idea. I didn't see enough Brady Bunch.
As each one comes up, if it applies to Marsha, press 1. If it applies to Jan, press 2. If it's both, press 3. And press 4 if you want to skip it. For each right answer, you get $500. And you lose $500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. All right, I'm going to start you off with 30 seconds on the clock. It's showtime. Swollen nose, Marsha, Jan, or both. Glasses. Hair of gold. Loves Desi Arnaz Jr. Looks like Aunt Jenny. Plays Juliet. Last one. Buys a wig.
I'm guessing on every
6
single
out of
one.
7, not too shabby. Let's look at your new score. Talk about the prices.
Oh, you get interrupted by your own game. I need a doctor, and I ain't lying.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
We're calling this one, I Need a Doctor, and I Ain't Lying. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. In the 1960s adventure show Daktari, Dr. Tracy was in charge of the Wamiro Study Center for Animal Behavior, but then you knew that. What could Dr. Tracy have prescribed for his co-star, Clarence the Lion, that would have corrected his famous abnormality? A prosthetic tail, bed rest, glasses, or Slim Fast? You want to see
Not
what the
a
smart
clue.
money says? Clarence was known as the cross-eyed lion.
Really?
Eventually, he did wear glasses, but they had a big piece of tape in the middle, and everyone called him Clarence the Big Stupid Dork Lion until he ate them.
Yeah.
Category, please.
I'm crazy. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Question 7 is dedicated to the men and women of trivia.
Let's see what we got going. I'm crazy. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. $1,000 if you get it. All right, listen up. Imagine that you've been diagnosed with multiple personality disorder. You have 2 distinct personalities. Sometimes you feel normal, while at other times you're completely insane. Based on their TV ads, which products might make you their poster child? Budweiser and Bud Light, Count Chocula and Boo Berry, Mounds and Almond Joy, or Crazy Glue and Elmer's Glue?
One has nuts, the other doesn't.
Mounds and Almond Joy advertise together because, well, you know, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't, you see? But the really tough days are the ones that make you feel like nougat. I know. All right, I need a category.
Ah, the Muppet Babies of the Night.
Join us as we explore the fascinating world of 8.
This one's called, the Muppet Babies of the Night. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, then let's complete an analogy, shall we? Vampires is to In a Mirror, as Nanny on Muppet Babies is to The Count, above the waist, in a boxcar, or with a duck.
You never see her above the waist, do you?
The analogy is where you can't see things. Supposedly, you can't see vampires in a mirror, and on Muppet Babies, you never see Nanny above the waist. And you'll have to excuse me, but if I made a joke about that, I'd spend the rest of the game feeling dirty, and you don't want that.
Yes, I do.
All
You should
right,
feel
pick a
dirty,
category.
dude. Not the... It's the 50s.
We fill your tank and check your number 9.
Along with that commercial jingle.
It's the 50s. Fathers are not domestic engineers. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. All right, check out this diary entry and tell me which character most likely wrote it. Dear Diary, today was career day. Thorny's father talked about his job. Of course, Dad didn't come. What would he talk about? Hanging around the house all the time? Maybe I'll write a song. Was that written by Beaver Cleaver, Mary Stone, Ricky Nelson, or Rusty Williams?
Couldn't tell you, except it really doesn't sound like Beaver.
Okay, now here's a good answer. The rock and roll son on The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet is Ricky Nelson, the show on which for 14 years Ozzie never goes off to work or even mentions having a job. Which makes me wonder if Ozzie's adventures before he got married involved a minor car accident and a major lawsuit.
Could be.
Throw me a category.
Sounds like Meat Post.
The following is a test of question 10. This is only a test.
The category is sounds like Meat Post. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Hey, you know how on Perfect Strangers that character Balky moved to Chicago from his home country of Meepos? I know you do. It's classic TV. Now, based on the most popular occupation in Balky's home country of Meepos, what might you guess is that country's national anthem? Beans, Beans, the musical fruit, Chattanooga Choo Choo, Ba Ba Black Sheep, or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Aren't they all shepherds?
On Meepos, nearly everyone is a shepherd. I think Balky misunderstood when somebody told him to get the flock out of here. That'll do it for round 1. What do you say we move on to round 2? Now in round 2, every question is worth twice as much, so there's going to be some big cash moving around. Let's get to it.
So...
Time to pick a category.
I will have $1,500, huh? Diplomatic immunity.
11.
Even though I can't say that.
Come on, girl. Good question.
Coming at you, Diplomatic immunity. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. So, did you know that as of 1997, Peter Jennings is a bit short of finishing a degree in school? Suppose Peter Jennings decided to go back and finish his schooling. Based on the degree he would receive, what would be the best song to play at his graduation party? Rock and Roll High School, Beauty School Dropout, Calling Dr. Love, or Send Lawyers, Guns, and Money?
I don't know who Peter Jennings is. Newscaster, I think. Do not know.
Here's the one the winners pick. Peter Jennings never finished high school. So let that be a lesson to all you kids out there. If you don't finish high school, you're going to be brilliant, rich, and famous. Now hit the books.
I don't know who he is. Can't be that
Give me a
famous.
category.
Oh, that's just me. Evidence of our TV ancestors. I still like this intro.
This category is known as Evidence of Our TV Ancestors. How does $4,000 grab you? Wow, it's a new discovery that has the scientific community abuzz. Take a look at this picture and see the evidence for yourself. Based on this drawing, which of the following would scientists most likely deduce about our ancestors? Simon Templar helped them hunt. Number 6 was number 1 with them. Peter Gunn gave them fire, or they traveled in Volkswagens. The stick figure with a halo is the symbol of Simon Templar, the saint. But no matter how tricked out his car is, it wasn't very exciting until the invention of the wheel.
I'm trying to think if Peter Gunn was dead or not.
All right, I need a category.
Lines down the center of the room.
Flash,
We interrupt this game to bring you a special question.
Let's take a look at lines down the center of the room. This one can get you $6,000. Okay, let's say you've just gotten back from traveling in an alternate universe. Stick with me. You arrive home and you turn on the TV. You think you're watching The Odd Couple, but you've unknowingly turned on The New Odd Couple. Why might you think you're still in an alternate universe? Oscar's clean, Felix is messy, Felix is an ex-soldier, Oscar's a hippie, Felix and Oscar are black, or it's about Felix and a goofy guy named Belky.
Never saw The New Odd Couple. I don't know.
Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. The New Odd Couple starred Ron Glass and DeMond Wilson. It even used a few original Odd Couple scripts, so I could see how you might get confused. Man, poor DeMond Wilson. First he's in the junkyard in Sanford and Son, then he's Oscar, the messy one. How'd you like to be typecast as the trashy guy? Category, please.
He's a killer on the dance floor.
All right, flesh, butt, spits, I'm poor.
It's time for observation.
Your gibberish category for today is he's a killer on the dance floor. You move fast, you can get 10,000 bucks on this gibberish question. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. Okay, take a look and tell me with what TV phrase does this gibberish rhyme? Face a vinyl gun. Fear. And don't be confused by the punctuation. First clue, it's from the opening of a show. It's from the opening of a show called Star Trek. Let's see what you got. Start typing and then hit return. You know, I could make a joke here about Kirk getting into Uhura's final frontier, but I won't. Oh, screw it. Yes, I will. I guess I kind of already did, didn't I? All right, let's move on.
Also, he didn't.
All right.
He did kiss her. But that's about it. The microphone adds 10 pounds to your voice.
The agony of 15.
Good old
Shake
Eddie
hands
the Eagle.
with the microphone adds 10 pounds to your voice. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Okay, so perhaps you've heard that the camera adds 10 pounds when you're on TV. Well, after the first 1960 Nixon-Kennedy debate, radio listeners gave Nixon the edge, but TV viewers felt Kennedy won handily. Based on his appearance, which excuse should Nixon have used? The camera adds 5 o'clock shadow. The camera adds the hiccups. The camera adds 1 zit to your forehead. Or the camera adds 2 inches to your nose.
Huh. I can't remember what was
Let me show
wrong
you what
with
I
him.
would
I
have
mean,
picked.
he had...
Highly observant TV viewers reported that during the debate, Nixon looked like he needed a shave. His appearance contributed to his loss. Nixon would later go on to say that the camera also adds bugging devices to the National Democratic headquarters.
That too. I just remember Nixon looked terrible
category.
all over. Who shot Tom Landry?
The category, who shot Tom Landry? You get it right, you get $2K. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. If the cast from Dallas were to play for the Dallas Cowboys, which of the following would you not see? Charlene Tilton playing tight end, Lee Majors playing quarterback, Linda Gray playing wide receiver, or Larry Hagman playing safety?
You know, I never watched Dallas. Only one I know that was on it was Larry Hagman.
How about Lee Majors? He wasn't on Dallas. He was the $6 million man.
I knew that.
Yeah, Steve Austin, Dallas, Texas. I can see the confusion.
No, I never watched the show. I don't know.
Throw me a
How do I
category.
know? Oral exam.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you. God bless.
You're beautiful.
Open wide and get ready for oral exam. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Okay, you've heard of Pat Robertson's show, The 700 Club. I mean, heck, maybe you even watch it. In which case, what are you doing playing this game? Say Oral Roberts' televangelical show were also named for a number. If it's the donation amount he asked for so God wouldn't call him back to heaven, what would his show be called? The 2-Bit Club, the 700,000 Club, the 8 Million Club, or the 40 Billion Club?
$8 million.
Mr. Oral Roberts told his followers that he needed $8 million in donations or God would call him back to heaven. I think nowadays you can reach Mr. Roberts at 1-900-NUTBALL. Time to pick a category.
Bart, 100 times Bart.
You know what? You're playing great. I'll stop bugging you now. You know what? Actually, just one more question. Question 18.
Let's have a big warm welcome for Bart, 100 times Bart. You want $6,000? Give me your right answer. Think fast. It's question time. Which of these phrases has Bart Simpson not been forced to write on the chalkboard at school? I will not do that thing with my tongue. I did not bury Jimmy Hoffa. I will not yell, she's dead during roll call. Or I will not belch the national anthem. No, he had to write that once, but you should have seen what he did with his tongue. It looked kind of like this. Oh, God, that's hard. What do you say we check out the right answer? Bart's had to write a lot of things on that chalkboard, but he never claimed to have buried Jimmy Hoffa. Of course, Bart didn't bury Jimmy Hoffa. Danny DeVito did. In that movie he made. Nobody saw that? All right, pick a category.
Aren't you a little hairy for a villain? Villain? Villain.
Here we have, aren't you
Villain.
a little hairy for a villain? I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Lock up your daughters. There's a werewolf on the loose in TV land. Because of the type of weapon he or she uses, which of these TV law enforcers would make the best werewolf hunter? The $6 Million Man, Wonder Woman, TJ Hooker, or the Lone Ranger?
With a silver bullet.
The Lone Ranger uses silver bullets, which is just what you need to kill a werewolf. I understand he used to carry a crucifix and some garlic, but he couldn't get the criminals to stop laughing.
That would do it.
All right, I need a category.
Why, yes, that is a rocket in my
Question
pocket.
20 now concludes its broadcast day.
And our special guest tonight, why yes, that is a rocket in my pocket. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Put your head between your knees, because we're going down. Suppose the Persian Gulf War's Scud Stud appeared as a contestant on Studs. Which newscaster might end up heading home with a hot date? Arthur Kent, Peter Arnett, Wolf Blitzer, or Bernard Shaw?
Pretty sure that was Wolf Blitzer everywhere.
Nah, if your name is Wolf Blitzer, I think your nickname's probably going to be Dork. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? That yummy little hunk of a reporter, Arthur Kent, earned the nickname the Scud Stud during his Gulf War coverage.
And as the winning couple, we're sending you on a date to wonderful Iraq.
Oh, hell. Category, please.
Who will supply the pocket? Well, let's see. Yeah, who will supply the pocket protectors?
You are about to embark upon the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see two words that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard. Just remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's got to be a match that fits this clue. Who'll supply the pocket protectors? Now push up your horn-rimmed glasses and get to work.
Yeah, that's the easy one to warm up. Don't remember head of the class. Do not remember watching head of the class. Remember WKRP. Remember the Wonder Years. Oh, well, Skippy, yes. God, what was... Screech, there we go. I was trying to think of glasses, but that wasn't it. Never saw Dweebs, so I do not know. Arvid just seems right for that one. Seemed like they would actually have a Poindexter here. That wasn't it, huh? Not Einstein either. I don't know.
Great job, my friend. You're like some kind of maniac. Let's take a look at your final score. Hey, way to go, player one. You know more about TV trivia than anyone else who played that time. How does that make you feel, huh? Kind of like...
You don't know. Nice work, people.
Something like
Congratulate yourselves. We pulled off another one. Hey, Raul, can we go home or are we playing another one of these?
Way to go, player. Not only did you make the high scoreboard, you knocked somebody else off it. Way to go. Hey, you want to play again? Give me the word.
I did not knock anyone off of it.
Jumping
Can't
over the
with
stars, followed by cute tree
Well,
frogs at 9:30.
that was another little session of embarrassment, and I thought I knew TV better than that.
I think I see something.
Apparently, I
Is that
truly don't
Santa?
know Jack.
Dad.
There's something
Well,
more
this
to
marks
see
the
on
end of the
Thursday.
specialty
The Magic Eye
episode,
Channel.
and there are
It's
3 games
terrific.
left.
Lonely, poor, depressed? Let the Psychic Enemies Network put everything in perspective. Psychic Enemies guide your career.
My psychic enemy told me to abandon my cancer research facility for a menial low-paying job at the
Wow.
Prickly Putt mini golf range.
Anyway,
thanks, Psychic
I
Enemies.
will see you
Psychic
guys back
enemies
next
give
time,
financial advice.
probably
After I gave you my
for
social security
Head
number
Rush.
and bank account number,
Take care,
my
folks.
psychic enemy
See you
predicted
later.
bank fraud.
And as
Thanks,
always,
psychic enemies.
And
you get the
Psychic
commercials.
Enemies know about love.
Psychic Enemies told me to break up with a wealthy Nobel Prize winner and go back to unsatisfying one-night stands. Thanks, Psychic Enemies.
1-900 enemies. With enemies like these, you'll never have friends again.
Tonight on Jack TV, watch what happens when your sweet, sweet slumber plays host to some of America's scariest dreams.
I had the most awful nightmare.
Real-life recollections of vivid bad dreams.
I tried to run, but kept falling, and my legs wouldn't move.
When the laws of nature don't apply.
Then it turned into this weird kind of pit bull cat thing.
And the mechanized world fails you.
I kept turning the key and the car just wouldn't start, and I was so late to work.
And there's no place to hide.
I had to go on stage, and I didn't know any of my lines, and I was nude.
Would you wake up in time? America's scariest dreams. Find out tonight.
Have you ever wanted to be a professional television announcer but thought to yourself you just don't have the voice for it? Well, now you too can have the pipes needed to enter a glamorous career of selling crap on television.
My real voice is like this.
But with the Sybil 5000 voice semblance generator, any voice can be an announcer voice. Just set the dial on the Sybil 5000 to the voice you want to have. Choose from Suave Beer Guy, smooth, refreshing, effervescent, auto sales,
With prices so low, the cars practically drive themselves off the lot.
even feminine hygiene.
I feel fresh all over.
Order now and we'll throw in the Looney Tuner to generate dozens of your own cartoon voices like Superhero Guy. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Zany Alien. Don't move, Earth Creature. Or Dopey Dinosaur. The Sybil 5000 and the Looney Tuner are both available for the special introductory price of $19,995. Order now and you too can be selling crap like this.
People all over the world are falling unconscious for 6 to 8 hours every night. What is this sleeping disease? Do you have it? Find out tonight.
Loose women. Don't sleep with them. Why? They're not the marrying kind.
Oh.
This message brought to you by the United States Department of Condescending Paternalism.
TV producers looking for a way to spruce up a dying series? Well, now, for a limited time, What You Talking About Warehouse is offering that adorable child actor that your show needs at dramatically reduced prices. All children must go, and they're not just for sitcoms. Add a touch of wholesomeness to your soap opera.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I love you both.
Listen to how one lovable addition can liven up a Vietnam miniseries. Look out! Charlie everywhere!
Hey, why is everyone here called Charlie?
These precious child actors come in all shapes and sizes. Children with lisps, redheads, fat kids, annoying brats, twins, dwarves. So why let those final season's ratings get you down? Call What You Talking About Warehouse and you and your show can go out with a giggle.